missed it. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to The Country is 250 Years Old, and the Jimmy Palumbo Show is 250 weeks old here from the Omni in Atlanta.
Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead.
From downtown Mawa and downtown...
I'm in Denellen today.
Of course, Chop Sports Studios has multiple locations here at Shea. I am behind the dining room studios here, back in action with the kitchen that is 90% done. We are here for show number 250. And of course, behind the glass, your friend and mine, not wearing a cowboy hat for the first time in about 45 weeks, your friend and mine, Mr. Dave, the Cowboy Fan Sturcio. Dave, how are we doing today?
Like The Sopranos, it's over. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I've made peace, and that was I broke my. I have to say it's not.
I almost texted you during the game. I was like, you know what?
You could have. No, you could have, because it was not. I think I broke the streak of 19 years in a row going to that game, and then once I realized, I start listening to the press conferences leading up. They're like, Dak, maybe he'll play. I'm like, what am I doing? I was like, let me check the old weather app. And they're like, high of 33. I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm coming over.
Every time they cut to the fans, I was like, what a miserable. My brother sent me a photograph in the parking lot. There was no one even in the park. Yeah, see, no one tailgated, whatever. It's a shame. Usually the Dallas Giant games, even when both teams are like kind of, not that great, there's always a little something going on. But this was a complete dead game.
Yeah.
But we'll get to more of that later on. All right, show number 50, 250, the 5-0. And I realized when I did the Google, there was no number 50s on the Giants. I realized there was a guy named Ken Strong whose number is retired. He played in the 30s. But Dave, I'm going to bring up something that I don't think you know, because Ken Strong, number 50 on the Giants, is in the Hall of Fame and the Giant retired number. But are you familiar with the Staten Island Stapletons?
I'm actually part owner of the Staten Island.
No, you are not. You know why? Because they were actually an NFL franchise for 3 years. I did not. Tell me you didn't.
Wait, what? Oh,
swear to God.
What were they called?
The Staten Island Stapletons were an NFL team from 29 to 32. And they were like a rival of Mara with the Giants. But somehow Tim Mara, which is Wellington's dad, he owned there was rights, and he owned different things. The next thing you know, it was really fascinating early NFL stuff. But this guy, Ken Strong, played for them and then the Giants, and part of the original NFL, which that blew me away. And so that was interesting. So that's why there's no 50s on the Giants. But of course, Steve Balboni wore it in 1989. Jay Howell wore the number for the Yankees. Mike Singletary, Bears. David Robinson, the captain, the general.
The admiral.
The admiral.
Jesus.
Admiral. So long ago. 03, really. Sean Lee on your pussy Cowboys. D.D. Lewis. The Cowboys.
Listen, Sean Lee. You know what's so funny? There's a guy on.
He got
Twitter.
hurt all the time.
Well,
right?
that's the thing. There's a guy on Twitter. His name's. There's a guy on Twitter named Scooter Magruder. Right, he's a big Cowboy fan. You've probably seen his videos. He pops up a lot. And when Sean Lee was active for the Cowboys, he would do a recap video every week. It would be comedy, like a play-by-play of every reaction. Made it all up. Blah blah blah. But he'd always start it off like, "All right, guys, here we go. Cowboys are ready." Is Sean Lee playing? That's how he started every
Now, he's
video.
He's the guy who got catfished, right? With Notre
Sean
Dame?
Lee?
No, who's the guy?
Manti Te'o. Where are you going?
I get these guys. I'm confused today. Teo Lee.
It's fat ass.
Maybe it's the I'm coming down for the no alcohol for
Sean
24 hours.
Lee. Yeah.
He was. I always thought he was a good player. He got hurt all the time though. And of course you got Jim Clack, center. My brother just drove up the road. And of course the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel. Is that how you say his last name? I don't know. And here's one from my brother and Venditti. Brad Van Pelt.
I know Van Pelt.
Number 10 of the Giants. Famous number 10. Played in 81, part of the original Wrecking Crew and all that crap. But his last year in Cleveland, he wore number 50 in 1986 after going to the Raiders.
Wait, how did you go from wearing 10 to 50?
Well, 50, I don't know. I just someone had maybe Brian Sipe on the Cleveland or something. I was wearing number 10. I have no idea. But he wore number 50.
Van Pelt's a football player, right?
Yeah. Linebacker on the Giants.
Yeah, so how was he wearing number 10?
They didn't have those rules back then. And so anyway.
I wish they still had those rules.
But Brad Van Pelt, all you Giant fans out there, Venditti definitely drove off the road. He wore number 50 in his last year. But, of course, that is it for number 50. There wasn't that many. Even the Cowboys didn't have all that many. And I do this because if you're a young player out there, you should go on the same websites I do and say, if I'm going to be a stud, I'm going to use the number that nobody knows. Like you're not going to be number 12 on the cat. Well, I guess it's retired now, but you're not going to don't be number 56.
Believe it or not.
That's right. They don't do numbers over there.
They don't retire.
Stupid. But you should take a number. Hey, no one, if I have this number, every kid in America will wear this. It'll be me. But nobody does that. But of course, I had a little difficulty in our baseball card segment.
Uh-oh.
Because the card is, and this name just rolls off everybody's tongue, Ramon Martinez. The problem is,
sure,
there's like 35 Ramon Martinez's in all of sports. I was struggling. I had actually the wrong Wikipedia. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going on and on. And then
turns out he played lacrosse in his last couple of years.
It's like, what is this guy? Yeah, well, one guy was just like a senator from Arizona. I was like, wow, he pitched. He played. But this guy here, this young fella, he played 12 years in the league. He is, you know what? As much as no one knows who Ramon Martinez is,
I know who Ramon Martinez is.
This guy is me. You know why? You know why, Dave? 12 years, 6 teams. He played all the infield positions, and literally, like, he was not set. Anyway, he played for the Yankees right now because they don't have anybody at their right position. He batted .262 with 512 hits in 12 years. That stinks. 29 home runs, 242 RBIs. He played with the Giants, the Cubs, Detroit, Philly, Dodgers, and his last year with the New York Metropolitans. Best year would be with the Cubs. He batted .283 in 108 games. Postseason, though, 16 games in the postseason. He batted .150, so he sucked in the postseason. Probably came in the 8th and 9th inning as a pinch hitter. Played 5 years in the minors, batted .291, a classic example of it's minor league pitching day here. But however, in his first game, he was 3 for 3, and only Willie McCovey had done that in his first game. And he turned like 2 double plays and was 3 for 3 in his debut. So his family was probably like, Ramon's going to be the best ever. And he played 12 years. I couldn't find anything on him because there's 8 billion Ramon Martinez in the world, so I didn't want to go searching on Instagram. He might be coaching with the Mets, but I don't know.
Nah, it's a different one.
Nobody knows. So that's it there. And, of course, big news coming out of Patreon.
Did we get ourselves an LT?
We got an LT.
All right.
Your friend and mine, my buddy Tommy Plinio.
All right.
Finally joining the ranks. I busted his balls the other day. He signed up. So Tommy,
I can only imagine those conversations when you see guys out for the first time in a long time. Like, how's everything going? Everything's fine. Yeah. You doing the podcast? Yeah, we're in 250. Hey, are you on my Patreon?
No, it gets worse than that. He's on my group. I have a 5-man group text that is the gold standard for inappropriate males.
Yes.
Drinking, watching. I know you have one too.
I'm in like 7 of them. Got it.
Yeah, and you can't have your kids grab your phone because
no, neither can I have like the FBI grab it either.
I know, either. It's very inappropriate. I wish I could tell a story about CC Sabathia. Diddy knows the story.
Imagine.
Oh my God! I'll tell you off the air. You die laughing.
Just add me. Just add me to the group chat. I don't know anybody.
Forget it. You would die. You would die. It consists of 4 Giant fans and a Steeler fan, and all Yankee fans, and none of it. All of us are over 55.
Mm-hmm.
And there is like, it's the kind of text thread where if you're not home and the Yankee game's on, and all of a sudden a Yankee pitcher walks a guy on 4 pitches, my buddy Bobby Castriano will be screaming at this guy. Like, what? Everyone, you think it's the 8th inning? Did they start early? Right. It's the 2nd inning, and the guy's ripped. So it's a very unfriendly, but a great group text. The only way I keep in touch with these guys. But yes, and I want to give a shout out to Brian Shevlin, one of my best friends from high school and my college roommate as a freshman year. My buddy Louis Vichadomini, and of course, your friend and mine, Will Pena. And as always, we'll do on the Patreon the Tysons and the Hogans, aka the Clark family.
They're like, you know what it reminds me of now? I feel like Tyson and Daryl Clark are now like the characters from like Stuck on You, like Siamese twins are like the same people.
No, they're like if we were like in a regular like radio booth, it would definitely be like to the side with the camera on them. You're like Mike Bichetti for the Artie Lang Show. Those of you scoring at home, but that's my Patreon 56. We got to increase that, because we're not taking on water, but I mean, there's no one in the lower decks. I'll leave it at that.
There's no captain, actually. There's nobody actually steering the ship.
Yes, a stewardess is flying the plane. Yes.
Listen to you, old man, stewardess. Oh, God.
Well, that's from a movie. I think that's the line. So anyway, which also brings us to Chasing Miracles. Speaking of that, chasingmiracles.com. Stem cell patches. I'm wearing them right now. Shit your body needs. Go talk to Tommy and Donna. Non-invasive. They're little patches. You stick them right on there. They really do a lot of cool things. I've actually even done a little more research. And these things, a lot of people are big on this. You know, Serena Williams, Michael Phelps, guys like that. They work. You can pee in the cup. It's not like anything goes in. They're like a transdermal kind of stuff. I'm explaining it.
Now you're really trying to get deep on this shit.
It's transdermal day here to say all fans 18 and over.
You couldn't even spell transdermal.
I couldn't. Nothing enters your body through the normal, like a needle or anything like that. Go give it a shot.
All you had to say was non-invasive. You used to say that all the time.
I know. Non-invasive. It's good for detox, weight loss, so on and so forth. So I got to give a shout out to give Tommy and Donna a call. Donna Kelly. That's her surname, or AKA name.
And her social security number is
and they can call them out. They don't have a phone number. Just go to the website. God bless America. I got to give a shout out. There's a couple of RIPs today. I read that Tommy Lee Jones' daughter died.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That was horrible.
That too, but Jesus.
I hung out with Tommy Lee. Literally, had dinner with. You know what? I look at this. I had dinner with Tommy. Mostly, it was definitely De Niro and Pfeiffer for sure. But every night, and even some lunches, I sat at a table, like a round table, with Tommy Lee Jones and Dominic Lombardozzi.
I was going to say, you can brag about Tommy Lee Jones. I would be excited for Dominic Lombardozzi.
No, but it got to the point where it was like no big deal. Like, yeah. I was like, hey, what's up, Tom? What's going on? Yeah, beat. Like, he's having a conversation. Like, are you working today? What time you got to get to the set? You going? You got 2? I got to be here. It was like talking. You got a softball game today? Yeah, I'm playing 6:30 at Boynton. I mean, it's just completely like.
The Woodbridge crowd will get that.
4 people got the Boynton. Game's on at Warren Park. But anyway,
is Boynton the one behind Middlesex County College? No.
No.
Which one's that? Thomas Edison. That's not Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Boynton's on the Woodbridge side and Warren Park's on the. Well, they're both at Woodbridge, I guess. Played many games there. 706 was there. But yeah, I just feel bad. I got to meet his current wife. I think this was the daughter with his first wife. But she died. One of those things. This. This drug thing. Like, fuck. It sucked. How do I word this? You know what? People have been doing drugs for 100 years. This ain't new. But unfortunately, there's like this fentanyl thing that they're shoving into like.
Is that what it was?
That's what they think it is. I don't know. And like you die, your heart stops. Like, what
dude, I always tell people it took me a long time to even get into the edibles game, right? Because I was just like, nope, not gonna do shit, blah, blah, blah. I remember I smoked an actual joint when I was like 20 years old, and I coughed for like 4 hours straight, and I was
hated
I'm never doing this shit again. Like, this sucks.
Right, but see, you didn't die. Like,
well, that's the thing. That's why I would never experiment with anything more hardcore. Like, because I always thought I'd be the guy to do the one line in Hollywood or some shit, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, he died. Overdose? No, just one line, dead.
Yeah, like, but dude, it's like
scares the hell.
We're older now, but like when you were 19 at a party and there's chicks all over the place, good music playing, and some guy said, "Oh, dude," and it hands you a pill, you totally might have taken it. Oh, it's like a Xanax. I mean, I'm not saying you would have, but I could have, and it had something a little, piece of shit is in there, and then anyway, it's awful.
Sucks.
And the world keeps on trying to eliminate the drugs coming in, but we don't help people to stop taking drugs. That's where it's at. Anyway,
yeah, it's a
sad
rough
thing.
subject.
It's a hard thing. Anyway, well.
Speaking of hard subjects, happy January 6th to all that celebrate.
Yeah, happy which is now known as Pardon Day here, Jay. Yeah, that's another. So we don't get political on this show.
That's why I'm laughing.
Listen, it's okay to sit behind the Speaker of the House's desk. And anyway,
he was just looking for Nancy Pelosi's autograph. I don't know what the hell you're worried about.
Everybody, listen. Every couple of years, people go through the Capitol and yell out the vice president's name.
Well, it's funny. I said I said that only to a group chat, but I'll just say it out here because it's funny. Cowboys fired their defensive coordinator today, Eberflus, right? And when he got fired, I texted Brett and Keith Ernst, and I said, "Man, Jerry Jones, what a patriot, huh? Like." They stormed the defensive coordinator on January 6th and told him he's got to go.
That's funny. I texted you. I posted four DCs in 4 years, but I still think the all-time record is Rutgers. 9
Wait, that was I thought you were just fabricating. That's real?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What years were those?
The guy they have now is like the new record holder because he's in his third year.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? And then these fans, I don't understand why we can't develop a quarterback. Oh, I can tell you. Every year it's like
I got a hunch.
Can you imagine being a quarterback getting a playbook that's 17 inches thick? And last year was a D5 meant down on that. No, it's L5 now. It's like the signals are different. Like, no wonder why we stink. Anyway, well, the football Giants beat the Cowboys in a fine game of where the Cowboys took Dak out because just who cares? Well, I get it. It's like the most blatant.
He's going into the offseason fully healthy. I'm pumped.
And I thought Dart played well. Now I get post tech, whatever the fuck. People say, "Oh, Jimmy, you don't like Dart." I never said that. All I said was, if we have the number 1 pick, you got to be sure because there's some quarterbacks that are making some noise, and that's all I said. And you could do stuff with the draft. The Giants, I think, have the most critical draft in a long time. Even when they had the 2 first-rounders, because if somebody wants somebody there, they can move on it. But now at 5, they went from 1 to 5 in 10 days, which is horrible. And I do believe, I know you're anti the draft doesn't matter, but it really does, man.
Oh, I didn't. No. I never said the draft didn't matter.
No, the draft, where you choose. In other words,
that too. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, the Giants. All right, so the Giant. What I think is the Giants were convinced that they were never, ever going to entertain the idea of drafting a quarterback, right? So, like, that's why you're able to see what he's got in the last 2 weeks and let him showcase his skills. Right. And if you slip a couple picks, you're still going to wind up with a really, really good receiver, a really, really good lineman. So I think no matter what, and you're probably still going to get offers that people want to jump up. And, hey, good thing for you, you're keeping Joe Shane. Congratulations.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
I can't believe that.
It just,
same guy let Saquon Barkley just walk out the door.
The NFL's got to do something. I don't know. I know the way the NBA does the draft, where if you really suck, you have a higher percentage. But even if you kind of suck and you're out of the playoffs, you have a little chance of maybe getting lucky when they do the draw. So, I don't know if it should be that way, but I think my cousin John actually said something that would be cool. He thinks that if you're like, depending on what weekend it is, but if you're like eliminated from the playoffs first, on that weekend.
I wonder if you're going to give me the same idea. Go ahead.
So say the Giants and Cowboys next year, week 13, they're eliminated, right?
Right. Yeah.
Then the Giants and Cowboys are now, so only 2 teams that weekend the Giants and Cowboys now have a higher chance of getting the pick. So that way the last 4 games don't become a joke. And with gambling now, and you saw it with what's his name? The QB on the Giants at the beginning of the year. He was hurt, but didn't tell that's real shit now. You got to put that injury list out. So now there's like the last 4 games are really a joke for gamblers. So I think they got to just make it where it's not obvious tanking. You know
so,
what I mean?
Yeah. So my brother had mentioned something. I don't know where he read it or who said it, but I think this is a great idea. I like the NBA thing when it's like if you're not in the playoffs, you get a lottery ball. If you're the shittiest team, you get 5 lottery balls.
Exactly
Whatever.
right. They got to do that.
But my brother definitely like nailed it the other day. He goes, once you're mathematically eliminated, right? Let's just pretend in week 13, there are 5 teams that are mathematically just shit, and that's it.
Right.
Those 5 teams for the rest of the year, for every game. Now, remember, you can't make the playoffs. It's already mathematically a thing.
Right.
So for the rest of the year, let's just say there's 4 or 5 games left. Whichever one of those teams win the most amount of games after being mathematically eliminated, get the first pick. So now you can't tank because now you're like, shit, we're out.
Yes,
playoffs are out of reach.
It's
Fuck,
great
now
idea.
what?
I love that.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just win and then get that number 1 pick. But you got to earn it. You can't just tank it. You know?
The games are so bad, and it shouldn't be that way.
This week 18 was brutal. There was only like 2 or 3 games.
The Giant Cowboy game was bad.
Horrible.
The Giants are doing flea flicking.
Yeah,
and the tackling.
When Dart was wrapped up dead to rights and he flipped one for 75 or whatever the hell, I was like, oh.
And I thought the Cowboys tackling was like they were just like kind of.
Well, that's.
I would listen.
Hey, newsflash, Jimmy, that's been all year.
Yeah. Your defense coordinator deserved to get fired. So did the Rutgers guy. But I just think they got to do something to do that, to make that better. Yeah. Well, the greatest coach of all time made the playoffs, Tomlin. I don't think it's even close.
I wish Kyle Kerms was here, man. He would go against you like nobody. I remember these things.
Kyle.
Like me, Gooch, and Kyle would argue about Tomlin's legitimacy.
If I was in charge of the NFL, I would have the Giants always have the top 5 pick because it probably will end up that way, and no one would complain until about maybe 7 years from now. But the Steelers, I looked it up, man. There's stats on him. First of all, he's been coaching 19. You were 21. You were 21 years old. You still had a knee. You were wrestling. Okay. And Tomlin hasn't gone below 500 since, dude. You don't understand.
Not once.
My daughter wasn't alive, and he's never gone. The Giants have. First of all, I talk about Brady never taking a snap eliminated from the playoffs. How many games has Tomlin played, coached, eliminated from the playoffs? Probably not that many because 8-8, you got to be close. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. And then watching the game the other night,
what a
down
game.
10-0.
What a game.
Right. And all of a sudden you're like, maybe this is it. Steelers. And part of me was like, fuck Aaron Rodgers, tired of this shit. And then all of a sudden it's 10-3. And then I'm like, I texted my group text. I said, the Steelers aren't going away this game. The next thing you know, the way it was, Rodgers gets the big thing, but then that catch by the tight end on the Ravens, he went up and grabbed it. And then I hate, if it happens for my team, we all love it, right? But I hate when a game, especially in college, when the other team does great things, and now it's not a chip shot, but I guess it was a 40-yard or whatever it was. 44. And he kicked that like – it was a horrible kick, man.
He kicked it like there was a magnet on the football, like sending it the other way. That was, and I felt awful. I was like, man, like this guy who has statistically not missed a field goal under 50 yards.
Well, how about the guy on the Ravens missed the extra point, which changed
the Steelers, Boswell.
Steelers guy mixed the extra
point. I prematurely tweeted. I was like, protect Boswell at all costs after this game, because if they lose, they're going to literally hang him at the 50-yard line. Like he needs to leave with security, because sure as shit, it didn't turn out to be anything.
It was one of the best games, like Sunday night or Monday night games I've watched in years, because usually I'll watch a little bit. But I tell you, the Ravens, if you're a Ravens fan, you want to talk it over. Someone did a video of since 2016, I think. Their snake bit losses. Oh my God.
Bad.
Oh my God. I mean,
1 foot in,
1
drop
foot
here.
in, the drop in the end zone
dude,
last year. I mean, God bless. But again, if Harbaugh gets fired, he is an ex-coach of the New York Giants.
Well, yeah, the Giants, to me, the Giants have their eye on a couple of really high-profile candidates. But, yeah, if they part ways with Harbaugh because and think about it. Like,
you shouldn't do that.
He's been coaching for 20 years. Okay, just so everybody's clear. But and he won a Super Bowl, just like Tomlin.
And they never suck.
And they're never bad unless it's a year that Lamar has lost for the year, which I don't even think has happened. But, like, if they fire him, it's just because, like, we've done everything. We can't get back over the hump. We got to make a change, and
I get that.
Very Knicks related, very
relatable. Very Greg Schiano and Rutgers related. There, 17 years. Bro.
You know what I did yesterday? It was the funniest thing. I'm on Instagram, and I'm going through. Like, I'm trying to narrow down following and followers. I don't want to follow because there's a lot of it. Just jumbles shit. If you just get rid of the people you really don't give a shit about seeing anymore. So I took like pride yesterday. I'm going down the list, and it said Greg Schiano that I was following him. And I was like, unfollow. Fuck you, coach. Like, you haven't done shit.
But come the fall, we win the tailgate show. Mm-hmm. We will be back following Greg Schiano.
I'll be following all the coordinators by then.
Everybody coming and going. The portal open. We lost. We'll get to that in a second. But I don't like you think the Cleveland Brown coach is a good option? Wow, I think he stinks.
The Giants are probably in on Stefanski, and they'll probably also be in on now, which is breaking news about a half hour ago. The Redskins coaching staff was like, "Hey, Dan Quinn, sorry, man, we're out." So they just lost.
Oh, Dan Quinn just got fired?
No. Homeboy from he was a Cardinals coach, the new offensive coordinator. I'm missing the name, but he just he was like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm out." Like, he wants to seek better opportunities. So is the defense coordinator. The Washington Commanders have just completely imploded their coaching staff on one season. Why can't
I don't? You know what? Head coaches. You know what? Again, it's like college coaches. It's like
Tyson, help me out here, man.
It's like, you know. Yeah. Where's our?
I don't know. I feel like he's slacking a little bit.
Where's our crack whore Google?
Where's our executive producer?
Yes. What's the guy making all the money? I just hate all the. I don't know. You know what? You know the coaches better than I do. I'll just root for him. Now, okay, this is another public service.
Kingsbury.
This is a public service announcement.
Thank you, Tyson.
Okay, it's very important. I'm about to say, if you are having trouble with your marriage, an alcoholic, or a gambler, or perhaps all three, you are in for a rough Thursday to Monday. And if you're a football fan, because do you realize what's going on from Thursday to Monday, Dave?
Oh, shit. It's the second round of the playoffs. It's the NFL playoffs.
Dave, you know what we're going to do? Let's go through it. All right.
It's going to be, I'm jonesing now. Let's go.
You're a football fan. You're a little bit addicted. You haven't told your wife who you don't really get along with.
My wife wants to go to Italy next week. Guess what? Thursday to Sunday, I'm off limits.
There you go. Think about this. If you're a fat fuck on your couch and you're into football, think about this, okay? Number one, Thursday, Ole Miss versus Miami in the semifinals of the CFP. I'm going with the Canes.
Same.
By the way, did you see the end of the Ole Miss game? The last 6 seconds? Like the game was over, they kicked off, but then they threw the lateral and it hit the cone, and it was a safety. But the next thing you know, they were kicking off. Then they're
lateral. Yeah.
And it was timeouts. They had to go to review, and everybody was like, "The game is over." And I'm like,
"Oh, dude, yeah, no, they tried to end that game like 6 times."
Yeah, and I'm like, and everyone's like, the announcer's like, "Oh, it's a little odd ending here." And I'm thinking to myself, if I was on Ole Miss sideline or a fan of Ole Miss, I would have lost my mind in the last 2 minutes. I'm like, because everybody was like, "It's over, we're going." I'm like, no. I still, it says 1 second on the clock. It's not over, you know.
So they got to kick it. Oh, okay. And then they kick it, and it's just a must.
Their explanation was like, it's a safety, so we're giving 2 points to Ole Miss, but you know what? It's not over yet, so we got to kick it again because it went out of bounds.
I felt like, and they panned over to the Ole Miss coach a couple times, and you can just tell, like, the look on his face is like, what the fuck is going on around here? He's trying to get off the field.
Yeah, and the referees were like a little, they didn't, you know, there's that one ref in the NFL that just looks like a guy where when he makes the call, he's just like holding and shut your mouth. It's holding. You know?
I know exactly what you're talking
you
about.
ever see those other refs that's like, some of the refs are like, holding number 78 kind of
that way,
kind of grabbed him a little bit. It's like he didn't really hold, but it's holding. But
by the book,
there's that one guy in the NFL. He comes up and his mic is always perfect. He's like holding number 78 right there, first down.
My favorite call, no matter what, forever will always be false start. Everybody but the center. That's my favorite.
That one and giving them the business.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite call maybe
anyway, so that game was nuts. But so that's Thursday night. So now you go to the bar. So you spent about $55 and you gambled money. Then Friday night comes and maybe it's girls' night out.
Are you sure it's not flipped?
And it's what?
I feel like Georgia's Thursday.
Now Oregon, Indiana is on Friday.
When the hell is Georgia? Oh, this is another round. I'm sorry. Wrong round.
Yeah.
Wrong round.
Wrong round, and they're not in the playoffs.
Georgia?
It's Ole Miss versus Miami and Oregon versus Indiana.
Yeah, duh. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to do the show with you in the fall. You know what? 2 years from now, we're gonna have a hit show. We're gonna have a hit show with the Rutgers thing, and you're gonna be like, Jimmy, I don't even watch the NFL anymore. You're gonna be like, Montana State is 4-0.
Have you seen the new UFL uniforms?
I was like, no, you can't get Dave on a Saturday, but he's available on Sundays. The Friday is Oregon, Indiana. That is just an awesome game.
Yeah, Mendoza, man.
I'm rooting for Indiana. I think Oregon could win. I'm rooting for Indiana. Saturday, and you got the NFL, 2 games. They're night games, 4 and 8. Rams, Panthers. I think the Rams are going to win. That's I could care less game for me. Then Saturday night, Packers, Bears.
Bye-bye, Pack.
I'm rooting for the Bears because of my boy Bob Sheehan, Patreon member. But I always think
Manungai, come on.
And Manungai, right? And also, if the Packers win, though, the Cowboys get a shittier draft pick. So
that's why we're going with the Dub Bears.
There you go. And then on Sunday is the easy day. Just 3 NFL games.
Just
Bills, Jaguars. I'm rooting for the Bills. That city's just a city.
Oh man, the fucking Jaguars are hot.
49ers, Eagles. I hate the 49ers, but I really hate the Eagles. I think the 49ers are going to win that game.
I hope so. The weather's supposed to be kind of warm, so it's actually beneficial.
Sunday night is really the only game I really want to watch because Pats against the Chargers. David Sunken, 213.tv, where Beer League Last Licks reside, is a huge Chargers fan. And plus, have you been reading this? Like, the Patriot fans have come out of the woodwork again, man. Oh, makes me sick.
The only thing I could say is go look at the strength of schedule, and it's that age old, like, who do you ever beat? You know what I mean? Like the Patriots were able to beat a lot of shitty teams this year, and now they're going to get a little bit of dose of reality, and I think it's going to be tougher. That's all. They might still win. But
time out. I mean, this year,
yeah,
Tom Brady's entire career, he had 6 games against the Jets, the Dolphins.
No, but I'm saying this year in particular,
before the Bills got good.
I know.
So please, I don't want to hear about that. Their schedule was shitty. So I'll root for the Chargers for David Sonka 213.tv day here at the stadium. And then Monday, a cool game. Texas Steelers. I root for the Steelers. My buddy Tommy, who's a new Patreon member. But I'm telling you though, man, Texans defense, I think this could be Rodgers could get beat up a little bit on Monday night.
All right, so only because you can't make a pick when it's all said and done. So do you have a Super Bowl matchup that you think is going to all right, do you have one that you want, and do you have one that you think is going to happen?
I think in terms of Super Bowl, well, what would be I always think if like a city like the Bears is in it, it's always a cool thing, but I just don't know how good they are. You know what? I got to be honest with you. I don't have a team. Whoever the Eagles play, if the Eagles, I don't think this is wide open this year, man. I don't know. Well, who do you think is going to make it?
Well, the way I want to see it play out, I want Houston out of the AFC because I think D'Amico Ryan's that defense, a lot of fun, and I think they should win the whole thing. AFC, NFC, as funny as it is to see the Jets fans like quiver, if Sam Darnold gets to a Super Bowl, They'll never forgive themselves. And Seattle is playing very, very good football when it's necessary. Jackson Smith and Jigba, that whole defense looks great. I'm Seattle Houston. I know it doesn't sound sexy, but fuck it. Like,
to me, it's too early. You know what? We'll shelve this conversation because let's get rid of some teams.
Let's make it easier. Let's break it down from 14 to whatever.
And the Carolina Panthers are I can't handle it.
Oh, no.
So but if you're a drunk, a gambler, having trouble with your wife, and you're into football, it's over, man. And it's Monday too. You're looking at next Tuesday morning when you're listening to this show. You're gonna be like, I got kicked out of the house. I'm broke, and I'm going to an AA meeting and a GA meeting.
What I really can't wait for. What I really can't wait for is, like I mentioned before, my wife's going to Italy for work on Monday or Sunday night. So, I'll have to deal with the Sunday night thing, but like, it's like, oh, did you watch, movies with the kids in bed? No, we tuned into the Texans and the Steelers in bed, nonetheless, but that's what we watched.
No, but you're looking at literally like 27 hours of watching in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
That is that's unbelievable to me. Anyway, so good luck. Please don't gamble if you don't have it. Anyway,
just give it to Jimmy.
Just give it to me. Patreon members, why don't you gamble $3? Hey, why don't you gamble another $3?
You want to take a gamble? Take a gamble on Jimmy Palumbo.
Yeah. You know what? Listen, you guys have my Patreon members. You have no idea how bitter I can get. If things get really tight, I'll be like, hey, Hogan and Clark, have you looked at the amounts? What do you say? But
my favorite. When me and Chris were like relying heavy on Patreon to at least pay for lunch, right, at certain points in the beginning of our business, like I remember when there was like a card declined, we look at each other like, who wants to contact them?
I know.
I let them know.
I do it just to buzzball. How about when it says fraud?
Oh yeah. Joe Cinecor saying the odds to bet on Jimmy are better. So
there you go. Joe Cinecor, Ramsey's finest. Hope you're doing well, Joe. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, of course, the greatest NBA coach of all time, Mike Brown, suddenly, listen, I've been saying this, the worst firing in the history of
You're
my
not going to win this argument.
Oh, my God. Thibodeau went from one game for being the finals getting fired. Mike Brown comes in, whatever, and everyone's like, no, he plays all 12. And I'm like, yeah, but when's he going to realize that all 12 suck? And next thing you know, they lost 4 in a row. They're scrambling. Karl-Anthony Towns looks like he's a mess.
Did you win the NBA Cup? I don't think so, Jimmy.
NBA Cup? Oh my God!
That's what we're hanging our heads on right now. It's like, did you win the NBA Cup this year? Because I know the Knicks did.
The thing about the NBA, of course, I say this kidding around. I'm a Knicks fan. I don't care. I don't care if, I was going to say somebody bad coaching, but I'm rooting for the Knicks, of course. But I just think everyone's like, oh, thank God we got rid of Tibbs. I'm like, really? We were competitive every year he was in the league.
And then when we got to the playoffs, they're like, oh, the Knicks seemed gassed here in the second quarter. And you're like,
that's
what
because
happened?
Indiana, they weren't gassed in the Celtics series. They weren't gassed in the other series. They got gassed because Indiana got hot. Anyway, but I'll tell you one thing. No matter what, you're a Cowboy fan, Giant fan, Rutgers fan, Knicks fan. One thing we know, your carpets are filthy.
Oh, shit.
And Dave, what do you got to do? It is.
You got to go and sign up. Get yourself a hazmat suit.
First of all, you look 28 years old. I look like I'm 71 in that picture.
It's just Dave here with his grandpa.
Yeah. It's the father and son show here at Shea. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But if you go to Oxy Magic USA, OXY, magicusa.com, they are the best carpet cleaners in the business. Go give a shout to Tommy DeMeo, which I haven't seen my boy in a while. He's down in Florida in Naples playing pickleball. This place is great. They own 80 locations, soon to be 81. And the drying is 3 to 4 hours. We should totally.
I watched your. I mean, I cut it up so I would know, but I watched that pickleball fight segment a million
people.
times.
You know what? Did that do? How did that do online?
It did really well. It did really well. People were just like, "What is wrong with this guy?"
I can't believe I can't believe that pickleball.
So now every time I get mad at anything in the last week, I'm like, what are you, a fucking pussy?
and people that know me, like my family,
you get on me for cursing. You just dropped the P word. I'm like, oof.
No, but I don't do that with people. I don't curse. I never. I'll be like, come on, bro. I'll be pissed, but not when because I was like, he was really like seriously angry that I didn't hit the ball to him, and I just said, you a fucking pussy. I said it loud. Oh my God, I'm gonna get banned from that place.
The paddles have stopped here. Hold on, there's a little commotion on court 4.
Commotion on court 4, and it's Palumbo calling someone up. But OxyMagicUSA.com, they can, if you want to open up a new location, check it out.
Jimmy looks like the cartoon guy that used to be on the Empire Carpet commercial.
Hey, 1-800-EMPIRE.
You know what, Will? Will, guess what, Will? It was him. He's got 100 credits. Where do you think they all start stacking up? He's the Empire guy.
I wish I was, and it was a union job. I'd be able to pay for lots of things. And that's another thing. I'm getting a little nuts because the holidays, all the Hollywood shuts down. So
your brother, you play like you practice. Yes. Look at that Frankie coming in.
You know what?
The 40-minute mark.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to interrupt this show because. Okay, time out.
Wait, I can't wait
till
Jimmy
no.
gets out of the show all of a sudden. He's just like, oops, sorry.
No. I'm going back to. Okay. I was on a text thread with me, my brother, and my buddy Hank. You know him all, my cousin Joey. Okay. We were talking about coach talk when your team stinks.
Sure.
Okay. My brother started out with trust the process. We have a very strong wide receiver room. Right now, they're doing what we ask of them. We're high on a lot of guys.
Damn, Frank, you're more optimistic than me, and that's hard to do.
No, but this is just coach. Like, how about this? It doesn't matter who starts. Next man up. He does things. Dave, here's one you're gonna love. He does things that don't show up in the stat sheet. Here's another one. Ready?
I've used that about DeMarcus Lawrence for 15 years.
Yes, it's never just one. You lost by 30. Well, it's never just one thing. You hear that one?
God.
Okay. He doesn't. I'm so tired of it. Here's another one.
Wait, so he's listing things that coaches say?
These are back and forth.
Okay, all right. I thought he was actually like genuine. Like he was like,
no.
Hey, listen,
This is coach talk. When you're a fan of a team and your team stinks, you want to jump out the window when you hear this. We're just not there yet, but trust me, we're going to get there. I'm here to win championships.
What about the famous Aaron Boone? It's all right there in front of us.
Yes. Okay. How about this one? We're going to watch the film. There's some things we need to clean up. Oh, my God. The ball is the program. Oh my God.
Dude, these are great. This could be a shirt.
We don't recruit stars. We recruit Rutgers people. Okay, really?
It is what it is.
Oh, my God. Of course, I wrote, we never lose the tailgate, but we rarely cover anymore.
Yeah.
How about this one? Our student section was great today. Oh my God. God goes Frazier. And then it starts with me. That's another one coach
Schottenheimer just said that yesterday.
The one that makes me nuts is you lose a game. You should have lost. And the coach sits down. He's got the little water bottle in front of him. He's like, hey, guys, just want to thank you for covering us. It's their fucking job. You think the guy's there? You think he's there Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock? I'm gonna ride over to Piscataway.
There's got to be this. What are we gonna call it? Like coachisms? Those are great.
We're gonna look at the film. We need to get better. I need to get better. The coaches need to get better. The team needs to get better. Oh my God! Here's another one.
The one that's hitting home right now is it starts with me because Schottenheimer literally just said it on Sunday.
Here's another one. When you're like when Rutgers or somebody, you're playing the best team in the league. Yeah. We have a great opponent coming here Saturday, but you know what? We're excited for the opportunity.
No. I got one. That's a good squad over there. Let's not take anything away from those. That's a good ball club over there, and they've been that way for a long time. And the history, and oh my God, these are great.
Hey, listen, it may not happen overnight, but if you trust the process, we'll take care
the process. Trust the process. That was a Jets thing for a while.
Oh my God,
too funny.
These texts, I was crying at these texts.
Dude, these are great. My father, I don't know, my dad's probably listening.
God.
These are all. He probably has an arsenal of those.
These are all old men things.
What's his face off? Joe Sidigar, listen, they just played better. That's perfect. Oh,
yeah.
no, there's
No, here's another one. Here's another one. Ready?
Yeah.
Hey, they just made one more play than we did.
Yeah.
Oh, really? One more play?
So I went out when me and my brother went out to Texas. We got the Cowboys beat the Giants, shock, and we go to the tour the next day. I've been on a tour a million times. It's self-guided, so you just kind of walk around, do your thing. Me and my dad and my brother playing football on the stadium surface, all on the turf. But we get to the press conference room. Right, my dad stands behind the press conference, like the podium, right? And I'm like, Dad, can you explain to me what went wrong out there today? And he goes, we're on the Buffalo. We're on the Cincinnati or whatever the hell Bill Parcells would say.
Well, you know what? Parcells had the funniest line.
We just didn't
ever.
execute.
Everybody's going nuts. The Giants made the Super Bowl. And Parcells just said, y'all saw what Buffalo did today. No joy in Mudville at all.
When Romo went on his tear with Parcells, he's like, hey, let's not take out the anointing oil just yet.
I know.
So good.
I used to love Parcells trying to get the wire out of his way on the sidelines, yelling at Sims. He told his quarterback, you don't have to win the game, Phil. Like, basically saying, like, hand the ball off. Our defense is the best in the league. I don't want you to great. So no, every time there's a Parcells video on Instagram, or I always watch it.
Parcells is my favorite coach, maybe
he
ever.
Must have been a prick to deal with. Oh my God. I heard he wasn't even liked in the hallways of Giants.
I got his autograph actually right behind me.
Oh my God. He lived right
and it was for my father. It was like, I said to Dave, God. And I was like, I'm Dave too.
And to me, one of the best documentaries ever was the two Bills with Bill Belichick and him. You can feel the tension. You can tell.
They could cut the tension with a knife.
Oh my God. Anyway. It's so funny. All that coaches, I tell you, when you're, and by the way, like right now, everybody loves the Indiana coach because he says some funny shit now. It all is awesome when you're winning.
Oh, of course.
You start.
I can't wait to see the press conference when he drops one, and then you're gonna get some coaches.
No. It's got to go beyond that. Like next year they go 1-3 or something like that. All of a sudden, like that snarky things like, Coach, you didn't explain why you only ran for 40 yards. Oh my God.
Will Pena. What about Dicka? Next question.
Next. It's so great.
Oh man.
Anyway, well, in positive news, my McScarlet Knights, who are ranked 111 in basketball, they won a fine game yesterday at the Rapids.
Hell yeah.
Oregon. Oregon stinks, I'm sure, but they're in the Big Ten. They got a Big Ten win. But you know what? I don't know if you saw the call at the end of the game with 6 seconds to go.
I listened to Jerry Recco, and I listened to it on the radio.
Dude, I mean,
I literally texted
the guy missed the
shot. As soon as he missed the shot, I'm like, suck. Oregon sucks.
But he missed the shot, and he gets his own rebound. And my brother already said Oregon State.
Yeah.
But he gets his own rebound, and they call a foul. Like he didn't touch anybody. Horrible. And you know what, here's another stat. It drives me crazy. I know my brother's going to laugh at this. Rutgers leads the world, and so do the Knicks, in this stat. We touch on a defensive rebound. Mm-hmm. We touch the ball first, always.
It's just a matter of wrapping it up and grabbing it.
And we don't get the rebound. Mm-hmm. That drives me. I don't care. And Karl Anthony Towns, you know why he gets rebounded? The ball just falls right in his lap. There's no one within 4 feet of him. If there's a battle, he doesn't win. Anyway, big win for the Scarlet Knights. They finally get their first Big Ten win, and man, they needed that because they didn't play shitty against Ohio State, and they hung in the game. Oregon, and they got tough. They went to overtime. They won the game. And
you had said that. You had said that to me that the game we went to. You're like, look at this schedule coming up, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, and so they stole one, which is nice. So good for them.
No, but I don't know who the color commentator was. Jerry Recco does play-by-play. I'm not sure who does the color, but after they won, he's like, you know what? This is the kind of game you win, and it just says we're here. And I'm like,
no. Listen,
come on, man.
I said
my
brother just chimed in and said it's not a big win. But you know what? I didn't say big. If I did, I didn't mean it. You know what? It was a nice win. It's like nice. It was like, you know what it was like? It's like you go to a restaurant, you spend a lot of money, but the guy gives you free desserts. Is that nice?
You know what? You know what your
brother parfait.
The problem with your brother right now is that he's so bent on something like this. This is how it's going to play out, right? second down, big sack, and then you hear, yeah, it's third.
No.
Yeah, no, it's third down.
No.
And you got the it's third
No.
down. Everybody's doing the stupid shit,
Dun,
right?
dun, dun.
Right. And then next play, gain of 74. It's
No,
like,
it's another,
all right.
okay, it's another stat Rutgers leads the world in. If
like
it's
30.
if it's third and 18 and above,
Uh-huh.
okay, we don't forget about getting a 20-yard pass for a touchdown. That receiver is gone. It's not. They don't get the first down. They get a touchdown.
I remember.
Literally, if I was a coach of an opposing.
Jimmy, I don't think I'll ever get that out of my head. The fumble that happened that the big man took to the house.
Oh
Me, you, and your brother locked eyes like this.
We were like, it's like, no, there was nothing.
We had no words, really.
What?
We didn't have no idea what the frick just happened.
You know what makes me crazy? Indiana barely beat Penn State. We were at the 33, up by 3, 7 minutes ago, rolling in, playing much better, and the ball flew out of the guy's hand like he had like a frog in his hand. Oh my God. I won't get over that one for a while, even though it was a meaningless. Well, they would have made a bowl horrible. Why'd you even bring that up? Makes me sick.
Sorry.
Got
a quarterback now. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. By the way, we keep it. Everybody keeps on saying, "Hey, we got the Alabama quarterback."
What?
I'm like, oh well, he went to BC after Alabama, so he stunk at Alabama, and he went to Boston College, and he got benched.
So Scoop Espo, you know Scoop from the Chop Sports, he hits me up with a Twitter link, like, you know, when the story broke, he's like, "We're back," and I was like, "What?" And I clicked on it, and I was like, "Oh shit, he played at Alabama." I was like, "Hey, what do you do at Alabama?" He goes, "Nothing." He transferred to BC, and he sucked for BC, and I'm like, "Wait, so why am I supposed to get excited?" He goes, "Well, because it's BC." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
I can't take it. I can't. I am happy though. Man. We kept Duff, the wide receiver.
Yes.
Anyway, we're gonna be doing this. This will be part of another show at another time.
3rd and 8. We call it 7-yard out.
I know my brother. When my brother listens live, you know that's trouble. He probably get mad at me half the shit I say. Of course, then there's the daughter in Landman. She's scoring 35 points a game now.
Oh shit! Am I caught up on that? Yeah, I think I'm caught up.
Landman was good. I think the show's getting really good.
It is.
It's silly with the women though; they're pushing that too much. But I just like where the show's headed.
What about the fact that Billy Bob Thornton was like, "I'm gonna fuck that egg." I'm gonna fuck that whole omelet or whatever the hell he said. I was like, holy shit, like what is he doing?
I love every time he takes a phone call, his wife asks him to spend more money. He's like, he's like, then he goes, "That's Saturday night, something's gonna happen, right?" She's like, "All night, baby."
Can I make a prediction? Only because I just don't really know. Like I'm sorry if anybody hasn't seen it, and I'm not really spoiling anything, but something about that guy who got the watch, who said, "I only got one more year left," and like he was kind of on his way.
I think he's gonna
you just
die.
feel like something's gonna happen.
And if
I'm like, come on.
I was actually aggravated because I'm like, they telegraphed that too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, if he makes it great, but like, yeah, it just feels bad.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I do enjoy watching it. But you know what show I started watching that it's actually an old no, not that old. This the second season starts Thursday. I'm only 2 in the first season. That show, The Pit on HBO with Noah Wiley from ER.
No, I never
won a bunch of awards, and I'm let me watch the show, and I realized it's Noah Wiley was in ER, okay, or Noah Wiley. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Sorry if I get that wrong. If anybody doesn't think that's a copy of ER, I think we got to talk it over. It's ER.
Oh, The Pit's like a hospital show?
Yeah, with him. And it's an emergency room.
You know what the best part? When they cast him and they have a whole different script, he's like, "Why don't we do it this way?" It was really successful.
So I forgot. I knew there was some kind of lawsuit because the guy, ER, is based on a novel by that guy, Michael. How do you say it? Michael Crichton? I don't know how you pronounce that. Big author. He's involved with, but he died. So his wife's in charge of his estate. And the guy who's producing The Pit, he wrote a screenplay for the reboot of ER, but he couldn't get NBC and couldn't get it going.
Oh, so he just changed his fucking name.
He signed another deal, and he's like, and they're like, "Well, I just used something," and the wife's like. And supposedly the wife didn't get cut in, so she's suing, and the lawsuit's still going on. They didn't settle. I'm like, well, it's a good show. Why don't you just pay the lady? But she probably wants like $1 million an episode. They get crazy there. But the show's good. It's a little bit if you just had a full meal and they go to these quick surgeries, I would say turn your head.
Nope, can't do it.
In other news, did you watch the Elway documentary?
Yes.
I tell you, I love when this happens, and you and I are sports fans. I love when I'm watching any documentary, and I kind of know a little bit. I remember Elway's career. I was watching football his entire career. But then you're like, oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, the first time they beat Cleveland was the drive, but then the next year was Ernest Biner, and then you're like, wow, they got, and I didn't, the knock on him in the beginning, it was like he got benched for Steve DeBerg and all that. You forget all that shit. I remember it, but now, and then you realize really how great he was. His arm, man. Listen, that boy can throw a 60-yard pass.
Yeah,
he's a great player.
But it will forever be, for me, on a personal standpoint, F John Elway. And I know I definitely told you the story, right? About John Elway and me.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a jerk?
I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old. My mother took me to the Cadillac celebrity golf outing because she worked at Maloof or some shit. She's like, we got these passes. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I would love to meet everybody. When I tell you I met 86 second-rate players that day, like Jeff Blake, Eric Kramer, shit like that. So I was like, oh, this is for me though. I was like, oh, this is great.
No, you don't get 8 years
right.
old.
I'm a kid. I'm like, this is great. And then so John Elway is putting, right? And I yell over to him and I'm like, John, can you sign my football? And he looks over and gives me the 1 minute. I said, oh, okay. And then like another minute went by. He's bullshitting with his caddy. And I was like, John, hey, can you? And he's like, buddy, as soon as I make this putt, I got you. I'm coming over. I said, yes. I was like, Mom, John Elway's going to come over here and sign my fucking football. He makes the putt. He looks at me dead in my eyes. 8-year-old Dave Sturgio, dead in my eyes, smirks, gets in his stupid fucking cart and drives off.
So man.
Forever F John Elway.
Okay,
and
I agree.
That same day, fun fact, Felipe Sparks, former Giants cornerback.
If you would have said Felipe Alou, my brother would have drove.
Felipe Sparks, former Giants cornerback back in 95. I asked him for his autograph. Same thing, same deal, same putting green. I was just like hovering around the same putting green as guys were approaching. And I said, Felipe, and again, I was like, I'm a Cowboys fan, but can I have your autograph? I'm yelling, I'm a Cowboys fan. He goes, yeah, I got you. And I'm like, sweet, man. And I looked at my mom. I was like, well, if Elway ain't going to do it, I'll get Felipe Sparks. This is cool. He's an NFL guy. And then he's like, you know what, man? I got to roll. And I was like, hey, but he goes, you know what, man? You're being a little annoying. He yells, you're being a little annoying, kid. And I go, I said, my witty ass self was like, it's attitudes like that is why you guys lost 35-0 to the Cowboys this year. Because on Monday Night Football, he goes like this. He goes, did you say? He comes bolting across the green under the caution tape, tackles me to the ground.
No, but kidding around.
I'm like, holy shit! Like getting tackled by Felipe Sparks, but only because I was a dick.
Great. That's great. I love that. But
Felipe Sparks, who then turned out to be a Cowboy, nonetheless, shitty one, but yeah.
I thought you were going to say Felipe Alou. We'll end the show with a couple of things. My daughter hurt her knee.
Oh no! What the hell?
Yeah, I gotta.
Same one.
The show. Yeah, I gotta. We're going to the orthopedic right after the show. I hope she's okay. I'm doing stand up Saturday night, 7:30. I sent you the thing you're gonna post.
Yes, I'll get that.
7:30 at Booyah, big time club on Route 17 South in Mahwah, New Jersey. I guess you could say it started with the snow. What show is that from? A Christmas show, cartoon. Snow. I guess you can say it started with the snow.
Frosty the Snowman.
There you go.
That was by process of elimination. I had no idea. Go.
I'm doing a show on Route 17, Booyah, 7:30 Saturday night. It's Booyah. You spell it Booyah, I guess. Booyah with a comic named Joey Vega, who's very, very good. 201-252-2012. I got to give another shout out. One of my best friends, Dave DeLisi, his dog passed away. It was a brutal 8 days for him. The Bandit was a beautiful dog. I had a dog named Bandit too. I got to know the dog really well. I minded him a couple times at my place. They did everything they could. Dog was only 9. He was very healthy, and then something weird happened quickly, and he tried to do certain. They tried it; it just didn't work out. But I know the family really is hurting, and he's like my my buddy's best friend, I guess. Like the way dogs are. And it's just sad when a dog dies. It totally sucks. So shout out to Dave DeLisi and the family losing their Bandit, their little buddy, cute dog. Well, listen, Happy New Year.
Just real quick, how long does it take you to get to Piscataway High School from your house?
About an hour.
An hour, right? Okay, because I'm driving to Poughkeepsie on Saturday, and I'm deep. I feel like I've been driving for a long time, and it's just like there's an exit, it's like Mawa, and I'm like, Mawa. I'm like, this is where he lives. I was like up in this area, but I think it was like one of those.
Do you get on Route 17 or you take?
No. I took 287 to God knows what. I don't even know where the hell I was.
The
throughway.
Yeah, take 287. When you get to the top, there's an exit for Route 17. I live right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I met a childhood hero, by the way.
Who's this?
David Arquette.
Yeah.
I hung out with David Arquette for about 15 minutes on Saturday. He was a surprise entrant in the Rumble, and I was like,
"Did you love my Sam Safety PSA for Poughkeepsie?"
Yeah, I'm like, that's another thing. You're like, hey man, listen, you gotta stay. I'm like,
you know what? I could see you.
Hicks.
No, I could see you being in a bad mood. You know what? I'm going out for and Poughkeepsie, and then you go out to Poughkeepsie and the Knicks. What I'm talking over.
We did the after party once. We lasted 4 minutes, and I was like, we need to leave because this place stinks.
Yeah, but you don't hang out in Poughkeepsie, even though Marist is a great university there. Anyway, it's a new year. Happy New Year to everybody. 250 shows. I got to be out. You know what? And there's been a couple of weeks, especially in the last 2 months. I feel like we really should have canceled the show, but we didn't. And I'm proud of that. I'm not saying we're, Joe Rogan's definitely got the lead on me, but we're listen. We're going to trust the process.
Yeah.
We go up against Joe Rogan.
Hey, when it comes to Rogan, that's a good podcast over there.
Listen,
all right?
That's a good podcast over there. Listen, Joe Rogan, you know what? It starts with me. Okay? But I still think if Joe Rogan faces me in the first round of a playoff, he is very unhappy here today.
You're a tough 16.
But listen, 2026, we got to, both of us, I think, well, without revealing personal detail, we got to turn this ship around a little bit. We got Beer League is definitely happening in the first 4 months of the year. We just got all the drafts, so the scripts are done. We're going to start work. We even got a little bit of a writer's room. We were working with this young kid to get a younger voice. And David Sonkin at 213.tv. Check it out. You got some funny scenes in the drafts. You haven't yet.
Nice.
So we're really excited. We did this Beer League last licks thing. Once we get them all shot and aired, we think it's going to have some mild. Right now, it's just a pilot. Go to 213.tv and please sign up. It's very important and click on it. It helps us big time. I want to give a New Year's shout out to all the Tysons and Hogans and Darryl Clark and their family and their parents and their grandkids and future grandkids and their sperm for their future and all that stuff for donating to.
So listen, guys, when you're on top of your wife in the next 2 to 3 days, just think about it. Just let's not try to use protection. We need more people here. Okay.
Listen, I've been sending them links to 23andMe and some of those DNA tests. You may have a third cousin in Zimbabwe somewhere, and I think
you never know, man.
But I appreciate all the support.
We're also opening up, not only are we doing the carpet cleaning, we're also opening up a daycare in Minnesota, apparently. A lot of cool things happening this year, man.
But you know what we forgot to do?
Don't pull out in 2020.
You know what we forgot to do, and now I have to scramble. I can't believe I forgot it. It was sitting right in front of me.
Oh, shit, it's the last fucking stinks list.
It's the absolute eyewear.
Wow.
NFL
how did we forget that shit?
It's sitting right here. We got caught up talking about other shit. But that's what the show is better that way. Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326.
Nice.
Oh, that's a delay right there.
Yeah, I was looking away for a second.
You dragged the foot, they're going to call it a catch.
Yeah, toe drag.
732-326-3937. Craig and Johnine, Jaybird Mashaud. They sponsored all year. Thank you very much for that. $100 a complete pair if you just mention anything you want in front of them.
If you go into that store and breathe, you get yourself a discount.
But here it is. The final. I want to give a shout out to Tyson Hogan and Darryl Clark for doing
One last time, the Stinks List.
Now, maybe it's the post-Christmas spirit. I think I was kind in the final 25. Here we go.
Okay.
New England Patriots, very good. Buffalo Bills, good. Miami Dolphins, average. They've been stinks the whole time. Jets are, they're just atrocious. What a terrible. Yeah, they're a terrible program. Pittsburgh Steelers, I have you at good.
Just give them a very good, just for shits.
I was going to, but they're just always good. They're just always good. I don't think I'll ever give them a not good. Baltimore Ravens, average. Bengals and Browns, you stink. But the quarterback of the Browns, Shador, he's a winner, bro. He's a winner. He just wins games late, throwing for like 8 yards.
Winner.
He's winning. Can't wait. Next year he's going to be starting. You watch.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But now, hey, listen, you have a coach who might actually play him from the jump.
There you go.
So.
He needs.
You know,
Dave,
hey,
trust the process, Dave.
Hey, what are the odds? There's a little bit of a buyout in Cleveland.
Man.
And prime time comes to Cleveland, Ohio, and coaches this little boy. So, hey, listen, crazier things have happened. You never know.
That's true. You never know. All right. God, you imagine? That would make me hate Shador.
Never watch another Browns game again.
Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars, you're very good. Houston Texans, very good. Colts stink, and the Titans, you are atrocious. Denver Broncos, very good. I've been trying to make them stink all year, and they failed me because the Giants should have won that game. The Chargers, I have as average, and that was controversial in my head because they're 11-6, but I got them as average. I could have gave them a good, but you know what? You're just average. And you lost 2 in a row heading into the playoffs, which could be a stink.
Oh.
Kansas City, you stink, and the Las Vegas Raiders are?
Atrocious.
There you go. Raiders really stink. All right.
Max Crosby to the Cowboys next year. Just wait.
Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry. You're just good. Haven't bought into you guys all year.
One and done.
Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants stink.
Yeah.
But the Giants, I thought about giving them the average, but no, they stink. Jesus. All right, here we go. NFC North, the Tysons and the Hogans, a.k.a. Tyson Hogan does this one. Now, I have the Bears as good. He has them as average. I mean, 11-6, you got one in the division. I have the Packers as average. He has them as stink. And we both have the Vikings and Detroit Lions as average. I was going to make the Lions stink, but that they did, they finished 9-8. I just couldn't do it.
But an odd year for them, man.
They didn't play good against the Giants. That's how you know. Darryl Clark doing
they
the
fucking
NFC
throttled the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know. Which I should have had him as very good just for that. Of course, this is very odd here. Darryl Clark has the entire division as stink.
Absolutely true.
And
Absolutely true.
I have the entire division as average. I don't know why. I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? I was like 8-9, 8-9, 8-9, and 6-11. The Saints, you won the last 4 out of 5 games or 5 out of 6. It looks like they got something going on there. The Falcons probably have the most talent in the NFL. And they won the last 4.
$1,000.
It cost you money. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it was a tight game. So I gave them all average. That was me.
So if the Cowboys would have won, by the way, on Sunday, they would have finished with a record of 8-1, which would have been a better record than the NFC South champion. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. The Seattle Seahawks could actually maybe be the best team in the league. Unbelievable. They're very good. The Rams I have is good. The 49ers I have is good. I couldn't give them the VG. And you know what? And this one under the radar, Arizona Cardinals.
Atrocious.
And they fired their head coach, and Kyler Murray doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. So
the final score here is atrocious 4, 7 stinks, 10 averages, 6 goods, and 5 very good. So 11 of the 32 teams are atrocious or stink, and 16 are average or good. So I was a little gift giving at the end of the show. That's it for our show. First one of the new year. Show number 250 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. The final NFL stinks list. All right, Dave.
It's a very, very special episode next week because episode 251 51 was the number of a young Ford's Bearcat, Dave Sturcio.
So it's Dave Sturcio number. Shouldn't have told me that. I would have. I think you said
nobody would have said anything. Yeah,
I think you
imagine
said
if
that.
Tyson was like, "Hey, I saw something on the internet. It looks like Dave Sturcio wore 51."
All right, everybody. Thanks for all your Patreon, and I will see you next week with a very special guest.